Hello and welcome. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust. We're over on the PC side just doing some builds, some nerdy builds. As the title implies, it says I give you 6 out of 10 for flying. Oh, you want a freaking race? You want a race, dude? What's up? Hi, what's up? We got Ryan in the chat. Hello. Welcome. We've got the, let's go ahead and put this in there. So we have the T base. We've got... oops, that's not how you spell T, is it? Then we have custom service. Why did my... Dude, I'm still trying to get everything. Man, doing this from the iPad is weird. So yeah, I have to check my chat. How's the audio? We good? So I noticed our water through our tower is being a little weird, Odin. I know our stack up here, our clean water is accumulating here, but the downward seems to be weird. And I don't know if it's because when I leave the server, the pumps get weird, or the splits are too small between all of them. I am not sure. So maybe we have to do like a linear thing instead of doing like parallel for like when there's a branch, maybe. I don't know. That's just a thought. But I know at the rate we're going to be consuming, we'll probably need to make another spot for the truck. But we won't worry too much about that because this should be enough water for us to get started. But we're going to be doing a couple other like build type stuff that's been on my mind. So we got a lot of cool stuff. Tomorrow is the release of, I was going to say Star Citizen. That's not correct. It is Space Engineers for the PlayStation. And it is cross-play between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC if you so desire. You can play solo, you can play PvE, you can do PvP. You can just build, or you can do like arenas. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're in the market, you're thinking about getting it, you can use the link there to help support the channel. All of the versions are available there. So you've got the PlayStation. I don't think it's pre-order anymore now, is it? Xbox and all the DLC stuff if you want to. It just goes right to the Keen Software House website. But again, that link helps support the channel as well. So if you're in the market, you know, help your boy out. Let's see what else. We've got Age of Empires happening on Friday, I believe, if everybody's in the queue from the crew. That'll be a blast. Hopefully Odin joins us, but for some reason he says he likes RTS, but he does not want to join us. I don't know why. It's a little weird. Maybe we can ask Odin when he comes in. So we got that going on. What else? There's going to be something else this weekend. Obviously Rust videos for sure. Some Rust streams. Hopefully, I was thinking about a way I could like, and I know you guys probably don't care about this, but I mean, I'm just going to say it anyways. So like my stream machine's getting repaired, and so I might have a way to do the console side. I don't know what the audio is going to be like for that, so we can attempt it for one of the streams, because I'm missing playing the wipe with the boys. So I'll see what I can do for this weekend or next week. Because, yeah, we're kind of stuck here on the PC side until all of that's fixed. But that's okay. I mean, we have a lot of, like, farm-type stuff we're going to be focusing on. So, you guys want to see behind the curtain? Like, man, it doesn't look like those propellers are moving. Oh, they are not. What's up? Ryan says, didn't ever see RacerTube stream much. He says, great content, both of y'all. He says, keep up the great streams. Thanks, man. So, yeah, we're going to try to fit in another Space Engineers for sure. I really want us to do, I think we have a couple people that said they were going to get the game. And so once they get acclimated or whatever, it'd be cool if we could do like an arena. And I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I'm going to have to look up maybe like other people that have done like spaceship arenas. Oh, that's so cool. So I think it'd be fun for us to, like, you know how we do an arena here, and we have a custom server, and we set up, like, this giant area, and then we have, like, respawn points? I think it'd be cool if we did that with, like, giant destructible ships. So a lot of cool stuff happening this weekend. We're ramping up for the May 25th release of the T, or farming update. They're calling it the Cultivator update. It has many names, but it's going to bring in the terrain update, and it's also going to bring in farming. And it does have horse fertilizer, which helps a lot, because you can actually use that to make money. Well, scrap, rather. I mean, that's the currency, right? We're on PC side, so if you see the Adobe, that's just a skin for stone, just so you know. It looks beautiful. I don't know when we're going to get that on the console side, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I love everything about it. the fact that we can add that variation is really, really cool. We are still waiting for custom servers down the pipeline. This is the most recent information we have. I'll go ahead and pin this in the chat now. Once it's in there, we have live reactions going on. We've got a poll happening. It says, "Do you fold your socks?" Question mark. Let me just double check here. So yeah, lots of cool stuff happening. So yeah, the ramp up for the farming is happening now. So if you haven't had a chance to do PTB, I would strongly recommend, as it is very, you should just try the farming for one, but then at least sign in to check out the terrain update, because that's how the game's going to look here in like, what, 2 weeks or so? Where are we at now? Yeah, 2 weeks? Yeah, about 2 weeks. 10 days? Less than. How many days? 25th? What's today? 15 days. Yeah, 2 weeks. Anyways, yeah, so clean water is going to be a thing. I've been thinking a lot about some of the offset stuff and some of our farming items here. I do want to get that timer down. I know we've been talking about it for a hot second, but I definitely want to mess with it. And so we'll create like a little spot for us to do that as well. Any kind of farming or electricity questions you guys have. We might even cook up a little bit of trap-based action as well. You know, just been kind of thinking about stuff. Well, that looks familiar. Yeah, because I feel like the timing we have for our sprinkler system could be dialed in on. So I think we'll do a little bit of everything, and we'll try to get as much done as we possibly can in our stream tonight. So I'm not sure what tomorrow's stream is going to be, since we do have the release of Space Engineers on PlayStation. So, like I said, not entirely sure what we're going to do for that yet. But just know we have like a whole plethora of games happening this weekend. And don't you worry, there'll be a Rust video, at least one, every day. I'm going to guess at least one regular video and then some shorts to go with it, because we have a bunch of stuff that I thought was pretty interesting and funny along the way that we've been cooking up. Okay, so over here is our beautiful wedge in the Adobe format. And the wedge is the basis for the farm base, or the T-wedge. Again, we have that in the chat. It's !wedge. It is an excellent solo base or even a duo. You could squeeze a trio in there too. But it's great. It's a great starter base. You can build out when you need to. You can have this thing locked up and all stoned out. No metal, no BPs, and then sign out for the evening if you need to. Because sometimes that happens. So if you're interested, it's in the chat. It says, are you on PC directly or are you streaming it from an iPad? The streaming and stuff, the gaming and the streaming is now happening on this PC, but I normally have another machine to do it. But it's out of commission, so I'm kind of lumping it all together, which is very weird. So I'm reading my chat from a tablet, like an old tablet, an old iPad to be more specific. So it's not what I'm used to, that's for sure. But we're getting it done. So here's the mechanism to close it off. That's very interesting that it's completing it in that way and not with the... Oh. So hang on a second. All right, so we have procedural corners, right? I just saw this. So if we have, and this is just for PC for now, but I know we'll get this eventually. All right, so that's stone. All Adobe is stone. It's just another skin type, but it is another type or subtype inside of the stone tier. So does it complete the procedural corner? It does. Interesting. I have a sneaking suspicion that we might be able to lean on that for an exploit. Just saying. My spidey senses are tingling. Let's put a pin in that, gentlemen. Shall we? Shall we? Let's put a pin in that. Let's make it a fancy boy. We stick that here? Is that oh, nope, too deep. Oh, this one only goes in the ground. Boo. Alright, so what do we have? Proc corners. That is way too big. We're not going to be able to fit anything in there. Alright, as cool as I thought that was going to be, I don't think we'll be able to pull that off. Alright, so back to the large frame. Oh my goodness, Odin just scared me to death. Okay, hang on, let me make sure we're in Discord. He scared me so bad. He just like appeared there. I was like, huh, who's that? Mr. Odin, our fancy boy, our resident fancy boy, is among us. Hello, sir. Okay, so we have proc corners happening. Let's use, I don't know, blue? That's a little thick. This might be too thin. Yeah, let's go back to that one. Okay, proc corners. What was the other one we were talking about, gentlemen? This was from a comment. This guy's been super patient, so. I wish I could remember the name. I usually do. I'll know it when I see it in the chat, but this guy's been asking about a turret tower. And I was like, I think we can accommodate. Oh! Odin says, hey, chat. Oh. Oh, let's go ahead and get some of the pieces I was thinking of back here. Some of the things that we'll be using a lot of in the future, the very near future. Well, if you're on PTB, you're using it right now, actually. Here's what I would suggest. If you're going to do a completely new base that's just for farming, and that's totally reasonable, do it close to water so you can do pumps. But more importantly, do it so maybe you can work in fishing traps, whether they're indoors or outdoors. My suggestion is put the traps down first, maybe, and then work your foundations around it. A lot of times you can just kind of stick the traps outside in the back of the base if you need to, if you're sitting on the water's edge. Because fishing and farming do definitely go together. I guess we can make another walkway here. Make it just a little bit wider for ourselves, maybe. Just gonna ad hoc this. Too deep. If you're wondering how I'm flying around, it is, I'm an admin. We should have tools like this. These are very vanilla type functions that you have in the game. Now, the way you execute it might be slightly different, but the general idea is going to be the same. I mean, we've seen it already through some of our, what do you call them, the tests that they've done. We've seen some of the admins flying around. This might be too shallow. I think I just made an extra track for no reason. Well, anyway, let's put our fancy boy. Guess we can move this around when we need to. And then we have, we'll get rid of our boombox. And we have this. Ooh, yeah, Randy. What's up? What else we got going on here? Ooh, let's check the poll real fast. It says, do you fold your socks? We have 14 votes so far. 36% say, yes, I roll them up. 50% say, yes, I fold them together. Interesting. 0% say, I leave them in a clean pile. I'll be honest. I do that a lot. And then 14% say, I let them free. I just grab them. It's pretty dope. 0% that I leave them in a clean pile. Nobody's ever left them in the hamper? Like the clean hamper? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you've got the dirty hamper, then you have like the one you use with your laundry, and then you just leave them in there? No? Just me? Just me. Okay. Then we should have room for our beautiful refrigerador. Did I type that in? If I did, I feel like the server was lagging just a little bit. Okay, so we have the trap, the timer, sprinkler action. Yeah, I had to add some pumps. I wasn't too sure what was holding it back. I changed the color a little bit because we didn't have accumulation down here, Mr. Odin.
No problem.
There he is. He lives. So what I've been doing is I've been filling up some of the water jugs because we have 200,000 in the top car. And then I put the full jugs inside of the refrigerator because I'm sure we're going to use all the variations of this because we're going to be farming a lot. Know what I'm saying, dog? Anyways, I just stroked out for a second. Where's Soda? I'm creeping on you, dog. You can't hide from me. We see him. He's on the loose. What's so cool is you can, from the Rust Plus application, you can finally like see through here. Like, granted, it's super low poly, but still pretty awesome. Coming up next to the water jugs, eh? What's up, Mr. Russo? He says, I wrote this whole thing about how I'm enjoying farming, coupled with the electricity, he says, but it never went through. Oh. Yeah, I definitely didn't see it on the held back chat stuff. Or I forget what they call it on YouTube, but... What a creep. Man, I love the computers. Let's see, a timer for some sprinklers. I do like this water tower here. I am thinking about extending this back half so we can stick another car up there. So I think we have that solved here. We'll do a little bit of tile action here. Maybe some stairs. So I guess we'll throw down the electricity, or we could slap it down. Well, I guess anywhere. You know, we can do it like back here if we want to. Sure. Okay, so all of that's taken care of over there. We have our starter. We can throw this on the ground. Oh my goodness. Forgot I had no clip on. These are awfully fickle, and they're kind of like the pumps where if you have the foundations in place, or you place them on top of, It's like the order makes a difference. And sometimes they can clip in, but then like once these are placed, you have a hard time placing the foundations after. It's very fickle, but they're worth it. That's why you usually stick them outside and you stick your low tier stuff, low tier meat like human meat or in excess of another type of meat. And then it's uncooked, so if anybody takes it, they'll just get sick. So usually trolls won't take it over a period of time, and I'm not saying people won't mess with them a little bit, but when they're basically poison, they don't really touch it that often. Although it's usually good to have them on the back of the base, or just use it for baits. You know, stick like a turd up there. Ah, my boy, priming it, I see. Yeah, these are pretty efficient. Isn't that crazy? 7 pumps can be fed up to the water purifier upstairs. Pretty cool. I just lost track again. Oh, yeah. Timer. That's what we're doing. Okay, focus. I'll stick the seeds over here real fast. Throw that out. I'll stick a bunch of jugs down here, too. Clean water only. Hey, did you see this, Mr. Odin?
What is that?
Come here. Pick this up. Have a little swig, my friend. What's that? What is that? Drink it.
What?
That Rhyme Time says, good video, thanks. It says, Jade, do you know if they'll be adding custom servers on Rust console? Or adding crosshairs? I'm sure it'll be with the recoil update. Oh.
What'd you give me? What'd you give me?
You drank the salt water.
No, you gave me... I drank the purple stuff.
Oh, look, you got boosts.
Ew.
I broke your character. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, you're poisoning me.
Yes. Okay, so timer switch. We'll start with the battery and stuff over here. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can hold on to that, get rid of that. Let's see. Off the top of my head, can I remember? Maybe. We have a branch. That's good. Timers? Yes. I don't know. Yeah, the RAN switch, probably not. Blocker, yes. Combiner, sure. We'll start with medium. You know I love the medium battery. It's my best friend. Or a switch, but most likely an AND switch if we're going to use it that way. A big boy switch. A test generator. Okay, so we can run a line from here into our battery. Let's push her back one, just in case we need that corner. We can move this and plug it into something else later. Let's see, this is 50, so it's times 4, so 200 is the max. Each of these little nodes off the creative generator creates 100, and I have a feeling that maybe in custom servers we'll be able to spawn it in, because I did see the generator and the vending machine option on one of the PTB updates, so promising. So this is Farming 2.0 out on console. It'll be May 25th, but it is out on PTB right now. Alright, so this is charging the battery as fast as it can possibly go. For this battery, 200 is the maximum. Anything else will be a waste. Okay. So, probably... I know I'm going to mess this up a bunch. I guess that's all right. You know how I operate. I usually do a bunch of these and then come back and go, oh, I messed that up. I think we'll just need those for now. And then I don't need the root combiner. I don't think. Let's get this all laid out. So we did do one where it's the same time on, the same time off. We did variations with a memory cell as well. That rhymed. But the problem was it's equal amount of time on and off. So depending on how many crops you have, planters, that can really change because the water consumption can be radically different. So you need the ability for it to be on and off. Plus you're really conserving water and power when you do so. More so the water. I think that's more a more rare resource, valuable resource. We'll start with this, but I have a feeling this is going to change. I want to make this more condensed. I'm currently using Austin Kalia Games layout for the sprinkler system, and it's very clean. His wiring is chef's kiss, beautiful, for sure. But I feel like we can make it, because like everybody kind of has a wiring style, and I kind of want to make it a bit more condensed. Like it's cool to have it laid out like this, and again, his solutions for electricity are fantastic. The wiring is fantastic, and it's great for learning. But after that, you want to be able to cram it in a closet as well. Although I might adopt some of his color schema, the way he does some of his layouts. I like, because I categorize mine to like just make a different color when it's coming out somewhere, so you can kind of tell what's happening. But I don't know if that's the best way per se. Pump. So I'm just going to match the coloring and then we'll condense it after this. Yeah. So I think this on the right is the toggle. Yes, okay. I do like the running on the baseboard and then kicking out to the floor to help separate things that maybe have a crossover. Because I think, and maybe I'm wrong here, but let me know. When you're doing these things, I think having the wires cross or trying to avoid them crossing, I think can help with like the layout and stuff. Because you're like, oh, I know the marching ants definitely help for sure. Then they let you know what's going on. Because before we had no marching ants and one color wiring, and it was awful. Okay. Mr. George. I feel like that's gonna have to be pushed down. Wet, wet. I wish it was like a predetermined grid that we could always snap to. It would kind of make things a little bit easier. But hey, the colored wiring and the marching ants definitely help a lot, so no complaints. Yeah, man. Trying to learn this stuff when nobody knew anything about it and all the wires were the same color was crazy. What's up? Big Bait says, love your videos. Always keeping us up to date. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. 8 minutes left till Space Engineers is out. Ooh, baby. Nice, Volts. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were gonna do a midnight release for that or not. Well, again, if anybody's interested, you can use the link there to purchase it on any platform, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and it will help support the channel. Takes you directly to the Keen Software House website, and it lets them know that I sent you there. Jeez. So yeah, use the link if you're in the market. Is it dark right now outside, Mr. Odin?
Yeah, it's dark, but don't worry, I'm sorting myself out.
Oh. Yeah. I do like the colors that are used. They're very nice. Dude, I feel like it's been so long since we did the automatic door system thingy. I don't think I could do it off the top of my head.
You forgot.
Kind of. Jack, what? What are you talking about? Jack, yeah, that's wild, dog. I had no idea if that's the case. I'm trying to When did this occur, Jack? Hang on one sec. Huh. Jack, what relation? I mean, without giving up too much personal, like, what relation are you to Bio? Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that. So obviously that's very troubling if that's the case. So I think we'll probably end it here, as I do have to track this down because that's very concerning. Trying to track it down. So Jack, how do you, family friend? What are we talking about here? Yeah, we should have a skin thing that's happening tomorrow as soon as we figure out what's what. Well, yeah, in lieu of that information, I'm gonna have to track that down because that's obviously very if that's if that happened, that's very troubling. So I will have to cut this short. I apologize, and I'll let you guys know if everything's okay tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys later.